Hello and welcome to this demo on table extraction. In this demo, we'll start by learning what table extraction is, and then we'll explore how to use it. The goal here is to use table extraction to scrape the title, URL, and upload date of the first 3-page videos of UiPath Academy from Google, and then write the extracted data into an Excel workbook using an Excel activities. Table extraction enables us to automatically extract structured data from applications and save it as a data table object. This data can then be used in various automation processes. For example, data entry automation, extracting data from invoices, receipts, and other documents, and automatically entering it into a spreadsheet or database. This can save time and reduce errors caused by manual data entry. Web scraping, extracting data from online sources such as websites, social media, and forums, and saving it as a data table object. This data can then be used for analysis, marketing, and other purposes. Business intelligence, extracting data from financial reports, sales data, and other business-related documents, and creating interactive dashboards and reports. We can access the Table Extraction Recorder from the Design ribbon menu when modern design is enabled for the project. The Table Extraction Recorder wizard generates an extract table data activity in the workflow, which outputs a data table. Now let's see it in action. The first step is to open a browser. We'll add a Use Application browser activity and navigate to the Google search page. Next, we'll add a Type Into activity to type the search key UiPath Academy into the search bar. We'll confirm our selection and execute the search by adding a click activity for the Google search button. Next, we'll add a click activity to navigate to the Videos tab on the Results page. Let's rename this activity to Everything Looks Good. We'll save it and run the workflow to test it. It works perfectly. The next step in the automation is to extract the title, URL, and date of upload for the videos on the first 3 pages. Can you imagine how tedious it would be to go through every video and copy and paste the information into an Excel sheet? Here's where table extraction comes in. Now let's add the table extraction step to our process. To do this, we can access the Table Extraction wizard from the Design ribbon, or by adding an Extract Table Data activity. First, let's go to the Design ribbon and select the Table Extraction option. Before we start configuring it, let's take a look at the User Interface options. The Table Extraction wizard guides us through all of the necessary steps to successfully extract structured data. We'll extract the data that we need, whilst also learning about the options available in the wizard. As we can see here, the Information section prompts us to click Add New Column to get started. We can also find more information by clicking on the down arrow. So, let's begin by clicking the Add New Column option. The Add New Column button helps us to define a series of similar elements to be extracted as a table column. We'll review the Information section and choose which data to extract. In this case, let's indicate the title of the first video. It's even possible to indicate the title of the second video or any other information that we may need. There is no hard and fast rule when it comes to table extraction. The goal is to extract the desired data. We're presented with 2 options: extracting text or extracting URL. For this demonstration, we'll select the Extract Text option. Once selected, the tool will highlight all similar elements to the one that we indicated. Before we proceed, let's take a quick look at the information section. It mentions select similar elements to refine our selection. As we can see here, some videos are missing from the selection. This could be because it doesn't quite match the style of the others. However, we can easily fix this. By selecting similar elements again, we can refine our selection. Let's go ahead and select the unselected video if we see that the number of rows is increasing. We can keep refining as many times as we need until we have our desired selection. Let's hit F2 to pause and check our selection, just to make sure that we have everything we need. But for now, it looks good, so let's confirm our selection. Under the extracted data section, our selection is added. Let's give the extracted column a name. Are you curious about how to also extract the URL? We can extract URLs and image sources from the extracted data by selecting the Extract URLs and Image Sources of the Extracted Data option. Let's enable this option and choose Extract URL. A new column is generated with its name. The extracted column can be deleted by clicking on the Delete option next to each column. Next, as per our discussed use case, we need to extract the uploaded date. To do this, let's click on Add New Column and select the uploaded date for each extracted video. Since we're interested in the date uploaded, let's indicate the Date Uploaded text. It's important to note that the date element is not linked to URL, so we don't have the option to select between text and URL. Let's confirm our selection by pressing Enter on our keyboard. A new column will be added beneath the other two columns. Now we've got all of the data we wanted. The Table Extraction Wizard is a powerful tool that allows us to easily edit the data we've extracted. We can access the Column Setting option, represented by a cogwheel next to each column. This way, we can make individual edits or deletions, giving us the ability to customize our final table to fit our needs. Let's say that we want to edit the details of the first column. To do this, we open the Setting option window. In this window, we have different options such as Column Name, Parse Data As, Sort, and Sample After Parsing. The Parse Data option allows us to select between three main types of data: text, numbers, and date and time. This method is used to convert data from one type to another, which we'll learn more about in a future course on data manipulation. For this column, we'll keep it as text. We can also preview the parsed data under the Sample After Parsing section. The next option is the Sort drop-down menu, which allows us to sort the data in columns. By default, the Sort option is set to None. It's important to note that if the column is a text or numerical type, it'll sort alphabetically, while if it's a date, it'll sort by date. If we want to sort the data, we can do so by selecting Ascending or Descending, depending on the requirement. For this column, we don't want to sort the data, so we'll set it to None. Let's click the Save and Close button. We don't want to edit anything in the second column. Now let's edit the final column of our extraction. Let's pass the data extracted to Date and Time type. Let's select Date and Time option from the drop-down. From here, we can also mention the date format. As of now, we're good with the current format. Let's sort the extracted data in descending order. And we're good with our edits, so let's save them. The data spans multiple pages and we need all of the video details of the first 3 pages. So we'll toggle the Extract Data from Multiple Pages button to Yes. Then indicate the Next Page Navigation button or link. We can set a limit for our extraction from the Setting option in the wizard. By default, it's set to No Limit. We can also set it by Max Pages or Max Rows. For our case, we should choose Max Pages, as we want details of the first 3 pages of videos. Let's set it to 3. From the Preview section, we can see details such as the number of rows of data available from the current page. With the eye icon, we can preview our extracted data. Let's click this to check our extracted data. OK, all of the data looks good. Now we're all set to save our extraction and go back to our workflow. Let's click Save and Close option. As mentioned earlier, we can see the Extract Data table activity generated in the current workflow with a Use Application Browser scope. The resulting data table is stored in the Extract Data table variable. For the last step, we want to save the extracted data to a workbook file. So we'll add a Write Range activity from the Workbook section. The path for it will be googlesearch.xlsx. And the data table will be the one stored in the Extract Data table variable. Let's run the workflow. Our process ran successfully. Let's open the Excel workbook from the project panel and see the details of the extracted data. It's extracted the correct data and it's sorted the data by date. Great! It's important to know that we can edit the extraction by clicking on the Edit Extraction option from the activity. We can completely change our extraction by clicking the Extract Data wizard. Let's change the limit. We'll click the Setting option and change it to 10 rows. We can test our extraction for the current page that we're in by clicking the Test Extraction option. As a final step in this demo, let's look at how table extraction can extract data that's already in table format. To do this, let's log into our Acme website and access the Work Items page. Using table extraction, let's extract the data from here. As you can see, it's already been detected that the data is in table format, and it's asking for our permission to extract everything. Let's click Yes. Here are all of the columns and rows of the Work Item page. We've reached the end of this video on the capabilities of the Table Extraction Wizard. For the key takeaways, table extraction enables us to automatically extract structured data from applications and save it as a data table object. The Information section guides us through all of the steps needed to successfully extract any structured data. The Add New Column button is used to begin the extraction process. If the data is spanning multiple pages, the Extract Data from Multiple Pages option can be toggled to Yes, and the Next button link indicated. Now here's a challenge for you. Using table extraction, extract structured data from any e-commerce or other web page of your choice. To fine-tune the extracted data, use the different editing options available in the table extraction. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next demo.